everyone. Hello, my friends, my students, my clients, whoever is watching. I want to greet you on today's another one of our little Wednesday talk, Wednesday chats. Martina is joining me in a little moment, and in the meantime I'm going to introduce our theme. Our theme is going to be today all about one of the things that I enjoy in life the most, and we will be talking about the benefits of it and how it improves our life, everyday life. Martinka, ahoy, welcome.
Hello everyone, hello. So how are everyone doing today? It's Wednesday, lovely day today.
How are you doing, guys? Send us a thumbs up, let us know where you're joining us from. It is Wednesday indeed. We are halfway through the week. I'm just setting up the camera. If I'm doing like little strange things on here, that means that I'm just setting up the camera in such a way that I can read your comments.
Cool.
So yeah, everyone, we are so excited to be with you today again. Very, very excited for all of you joining us, watching us. Thank you so much for your time, whether you're staying just for 10 minutes or 2 minutes or all the way through. We really like this to be interactive, and especially today when we are going to talk about yoga, meditation, and all these amazing things that I believe that totally, well, it changed my life completely, this practice. I want to give you opportunity to ask any questions. Maybe many of you who are joining me are like yogi professionals almost. Many of you are maybe curious and would like to start, but you don't know how, or you are a little bit shy. Many of you practice at home. Some of you might be teachers yourself. So let me know, guys, your experience with yoga. Did you hear about it? Do you know about it? What's your experience? And if you're practicing regularly, what does yoga give you? And I'm going to give you, Martinka, a voice, and briefly we are going to just introduce ourselves and basically what this whole thing is about, just so you know, guys, why we are doing what we are doing and who we are.
Cool. Sorry, I was just sharing it. So yeah, so we've been doing this for 1 year. We just keep an eye on it. Where is the exact day we started? We might share that broadcast with you, maybe. Because I would like to find anniversary. So my name is Martina Stewart. I have been in England for nearly 20 years. I love healthy lifestyle. I've been vegan myself for the last 5 years. I'm really passionate about this lifestyle. That's why I created a group, Be Kind to Every Kind, which I'm going to leave the link underneath this video. So if you are a person who is fed up the way they feel, if you haven't got enough energy, if you're feeling you always bloated, add yourself inside the group. You don't have to be vegan. If you got desire to learn more and inspire yourself, then that's the place to be. And I'm going to shout out to Lucia because she's doing a 30-day clean and lean since Thursday. Why? Well done you.
This is my, like, I was hoping, it's like my wedding, guys. I was thinking, no worries, we will have a tiny little wedding, two nice little witnesses, and that's it. My God, it wasn't 2 people. It was like, I don't know, in 6 days it just came up to about 70 people, and now everybody knows about my 30-day. No, but guys, honestly, I'm very grateful to Martina because, as you see, follow. And it's not just for the show. I'm actually really hungry, so
it's lunchtime. Let's just say it's a lunchtime.
It's a lunchtime. But you know what? I'm really grateful because I teach yoga. I am introducing myself as a lifestyle coach and yoga teacher. And the truth is, I've got a great regular practice and do what I preach, and I love personal development. That's what I do for a living. Ladies, I support you on your journey through life, and especially to those of you who are going through transformation and who are being challenged, and you are open to have a conversation how you can be supported so your life doesn't have to struggle. You don't have to be doing all this on your own. So I am a life coach helping you through this transition on your journey. And yeah, I'm just really grateful to Martina, because as someone who gives a lot, Mati, I didn't even have a chance to tell you this, but as someone who gives a lot, and any of you who are nurses or are in caring professionals, you know, whether it's teachers or, you know, someone who's looking after people, we have a tendency to give away a lot. You know, there's no coincidence that we do what we do. And sometimes we can lose that sense of, you know, just really, really looking after ourselves. And the truth is, we have to look after ourselves. And this, not just this, right, but healthy, feeding ourselves with healthy food, maintaining that health, like lifestyle that works for us, not for everyone else, not what magazines say, not what you know, other people suggest. It needs to be your way, and finding your way. You know, for me, ever since I discovered yoga, that was when the Spice Girls being very popular, so it's quite a few years ago. Ever since I discovered yoga, meditation, and you know, I lived in India, where I deepened my practice. I didn't plan to become a yoga teacher. It happened. I think it meant to be. It meant to happen, and I really, really enjoy it every day. Yeah, I dare to say it saved my life. Not that I would die, you know, but it saved my life in a sense that I have much more joyful, meaningful experience of life, and feeling, you know, great about what I do, how I do it, and giving away something precious. So I go back to bed every evening thinking, you know, I made a difference to someone today.
Cool. It's like just show your direction in the life, isn't it? When you find something what you love.
Well, I think shows you direction. I think it's maybe other way around, that it's almost like you need to come back to yourself, who you truly are, to discover your direction in life, or, you know, to check in whether you're on the right path, and then yeah, just merge it all together to harmonize your life in such a way that you don't have to you don't have those energy leakages, you know. So you can actually choose your focus and focus powerfully. So things like relationships or media, or, you know, things that take away our energy, or crap food we put in our bodies, which makes us tired, you know, all those things that we put in integrity, put in practice, put in place, stuff that is holding us back from the past. That's kind of work that I do, you know, whatever, you know, crap happened in the past. I'm a real stand for girls not to have that as something that is stopping them in life, living the life they really want to live, you know, like being happy and allowing ourselves to be happy. Sometimes we are resisting being happy. Anyway, that's another subject, guys. I can talk forever.
I just want to say, guys, when you're watching us, we can see you popping on a screen. Please send us some love, send us some likes. Today, like Lucia said, we're going to be discussing about the yoga and meditation. So if you have something, you know, you would like to try it, or you've got some experience, this is your chance to be asking questions, because then we can, you know, straight away answer it. So please do ask us questions. We love answering the questions. And if you find this video very helpful to you, or if you know someone who would like to try meditation or yoga, please share it. We love it.
We love it. Sharing is caring. That's what they say. And you never know, like, maybe when we share this video, someone somewhere out there is going to, you know, watch it, and is going to inspire that person. You might be the life changer of someone. I do believe, you know, especially when we do something from the space of contribution, and we do this because we like to offer you something hopefully valuable. And hopefully then that valuable thing can be shared. And also, you know, not just questions, guys. Of course, feel free to ask any questions. In fact, please post me something just so I can make sure that it's working. Your comments are working, because otherwise I have to change the screen, and I'm not sure because this is a new thing I've got in front of me, so I have to test it today, I admit. But not only questions, guys. I want you, if you have experience about yoga, or even when you have a bad experience, you know, yesterday I had a boy, he was bigger than my wardrobe, like massive, guys. Yesterday, I have to tell you a funny story. Martina, it was hilarious yesterday.
We love
yoga class. Those who've been in my class yesterday, it was so full. I'm sure like one of you guys been there. There was like, I had a few big boys coming yesterday. So it's a gym, it's you know, Arsenal Football Club. Massive boys, you know, not just football players, massive.
Did they came for your class?
Yes.
Right.
And for some of them, it was first time yoga. Bless, I really appreciate everyone. You know, I salute all of you who want to try and who wants to give it a go, because sometimes it takes courage, you know. I have a lot of people peeking like through, because we are like glass, you know, the big glass studio. So people peeking through, and some of them may be intimidated. I don't know, you know, but I try to create that welcoming space. But yesterday we had these big boys joining us, and they've been so cute. They've been like really trying. But one of the Spanish girls who come regularly, you know, she when she bend, you can see people behind you, and she said, she has hysterical laughing attacks, because she said to me, the boy behind her, it was like Mr. Bean doing yoga. But it was brilliant, you know what? And I said to my husband yesterday, I really appreciate, and I always ask who is the first time yogi, because I remember my first time experience, and it was magical. It depends, like, how was the circumstance and stuff. But my first one, when I done actually on my own, that was magical. Not in a class, when I done it on my own. And I like the fact that people join yoga going like, oh, I want to be more flexible, you know, I want to be more this or more that, or, you know, I heard it's a good thing. And
what
I love the
say is the most common thing people joining or come to flexibility,
or doctor sent me because I've got a back pain. Or just, you know, people think, oh, is this popular thing to do? Thank God yoga is popular. It's a bit commercial, but I don't care, as long as it brings people to try. You know, I'm very happy, because it can be really beginning of the new chapter of their life. That's how it was for me. Same as when you found out about veganism, and you know, and it's a combination of things, isn't it? It's those things that really move us, like leaps us forward in life. It's like, oh my God, I discovered this. And it's like when people try you know, really good quality yoga class with a teacher who is like natural yogi, that experience, people leaving, going in for the flexibility, and people leaving with the kind of like, you know, what happened there? What was that thing? And they come for more.
Cool. We've got a question from Alenka. She said,
I can't read questions, Mati. Can you do the questions today?
Because this is the one of the first questions. She's saying, would you recommend normal yoga or hot yoga for the first timer?
Yeah, good question. Guys, I've done hot yoga. I presume you who is asking this question?
Alenka.
Alenka, I presume you refer to Bikram yoga or hot yoga. There's difference is that it's both hot. Both of them are in very high temperature. Bikram yoga is 26 consecutive specific poses. They go one after another.
Okay. How hot is the room then?
The room is very hot. I don't know. I would have to Google the exact temperature. In India, actually, Bikram yoga is I think it's been banned. It's actually, well, I wouldn't say illegal because it's not a legal thing, but you know, the true yogis. Listen, Alenka, I don't know. It's your call. Basically, there is no answer for this one. I would
one or the other and see how you're gonna like it, basically.
I would personally say try. It's not so much a style yoga. You know, a lot of people are thinking, what style of yoga? I personally think is a teacher. If you align with the teacher's energy,
yeah,
doesn't matter. People are asking me like, what yoga you teach? You know, I don't know. Like I've been taught in Himalayas. That's, you know, how I started. Then I went through yoga monks. Then I've been nourished with so many different people. And I personally, as I was developing myself and learning and seeing like what works for me in my life, I was, you know, I picked the best of the best. So now what I teach, I suppose, is just my style. I don't.
Yeah.
I suppose it's combination vinyasa, hatha, ashtanga, traditional yoga, I would say, because I like to stick with traditional stuff. You've got so many yoga. So Alenka, you know what? I would say hot yoga is good, but I personally would just, you know, try different types of yoga, see what resonates with you, and yeah, find your teacher. I think it goes a long way when you find a teacher that inspires you, that supports you, where you build that relationship. It's like at school, yeah. We some of us, I didn't like mathematics because I didn't like teacher, but I was really good at English because our teacher was brilliant. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Try it on.
Yeah. Do you know what I want to try? It's in my bucket list. I'm not sure how is it called, but yoga, when you've got those the trapeze, and you just wrap yourself in it, and then you.
I know what you mean.
One of the girls doing it on Facebook. I love it. This is something I would like to really try.
I've got it at the
guys.
front of
If you know what it's called, pop it down in the comments.
Just pop it down. I actually done it recently. Sorry, I don't see comments, Mati, so go in with the comments.
Just some love, Lucy. Dobrý deň prajem. Dobrý. Tell me more. What was your experience on that then?
On that, I would definitely. It's not. It is yoga, but it's not yoga. It's like I think it's called acro yoga. No, I'm not sure, but it's a little bit of like. It's this new style of yoga. I wouldn't call it yoga personally, Mati, but different people, different opinions. I think it's fun. I think it was good it was something different.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I didn't find it easy.
It's not easy. It might be easy later on with the practice.
Of course, like everything. Yeah. But I would like, it's not like breathing. It doesn't have essence of yoga. You know, it doesn't have, you're going to feel good after that, but not because of yoga. You will feel good because you done something acrobatic and something new, and you had fun, and I felt actually quite petrified because some of these things I had to be like upside down and wrap myself in these things. I mean, go and try it, guys. I always say, but it's not yoga, not for me anyway.
No. Okay, because I have started doing yoga at home as a self-learner, and what I can tell from my own experience is it's interesting how the body is learning, because I think when I started, you do follow the teacher from for example from YouTube, but if you do it for a month or 2 months, you can see the improvements. For example, I'm watching the same video, but I understand her more like in 2 months time. Oh, it's like light bulbs. That's what she means, because I can feel my body is stretching more, or I can feel what she's talking about. You know, I'm taking her words more in my head. So that's interesting.
It is interesting because sometimes my students who are regular students, they've been coming, and after 1 year they say, oh my God, I know what you mean now about extension of your spine, you know, about creating the space between the vertebrae. And I'm like, yeah, good. Because, but as a people, that's what we do. We just like, oh, yeah. But this is the nice thing, you know, when people come back to me and say, Lucia is a legal drug. I love it, you know, and it's good addiction. Anyway, guys, let's go to these benefits. Do we have any comments?
Not yet. Go on.
Okay, so let's go through the benefits. Guys, there are so many benefits. I've got like, I've written down 37. We are not going to get through them all, but let's see what we get through. throw the comments or questions if you have. So I start with the first benefits, and that's one that we already mentioned. People normally come to yoga to improve their flexibility. So needless to say, everybody knows this, yoga it does improve your flexibility, and is the most known, maybe or most obvious benefit of yoga. During the first class, you might not be able to touch your toes, or to do these things. By the way, guys, yoga is not a competition.
No,
it's one of those things that and it shouldn't be a competition.
No,
Sometimes
you should listen in your body. Exactly.
Yes, my experience in London, and I might be generalizing, that's why I'm a little bit resistant to Bikram yoga or hot yoga, because I find there is too much ego going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I am a real stand for yoga being available for everyone. So when I have like 75-year-old lady on a class next to this big cupboard wardrobe man, and a children and a disabled people, I really, obviously you need to adjust it, yeah, but original yoga that I've been trained in is love, is inclusive. It's something where people feel safe, and they don't have to feel like they need to compete with someone, or compare the clothes, or look trendy or slim, or be a certain way, and I had a sense, like, at least when I done my Bikram challenge, which was like 30 days or something, there was a lot of competition, and I didn't like it. But it is nice feeling, talking about flexibility, when just after a few sessions you feel so much more open in your body, your posture changes, you can reach your toes, and it's like, I mean, it is exciting. It's not the aim. It shouldn't be the aim. It doesn't have to be. It's not about that. But it is nice feeling when we do touch our toes and they go, oh my God. And when you wake up in the morning and your back is no longer stiff.
Yeah.
Or when you feel like, when you're sitting, like, you're like, oh, I'm open. I can feel my body. It is a really lovely experience of your own body.
Do you know what? My dad started yoga a good 10 years ago. So he's coming up to 73 now. And how you said exactly, he had a problem to put the arm back and stuff. So self-learner, doing it slowly. Every single morning he has to do it, his stretching, because otherwise, you do feel. So it's really, really lovely.
Great. And, like, I've got a notes, guys, because I've got so much I want to tell you about it, or I want to share with you. It is like you say, Machi, like your dad probably does it because, there's something about yoga, your aches and pains just disappear. Or at least they are nowhere near as they used to be. When you wake up in the morning, you're stiff, especially in winter. You don't have that. You really feel so much more open and fluid in your body. Also,
I've got one question here.
Go on.
Erika is asking, hi ladies, are you doing yoga every day, and what keeps you motivated? So you just answered her question, because I think if people see the results, that they're feeling better and not achy, I think that's the motivation number one, isn't it?
For sure.
For me, personally, that would be it.
For sure. Like, if it makes sense, Erika, why wouldn't you do it? This online program for women, that's why I designed it, because so many of you been writing to me like, Luz, we can't try, because they're writing, where do you teach, where can we, and of course it's nice to come to the personal. That's why I do Aroma Yoga, which is available for everyone, not just for members of my studios, but for everyone. I like literally open it up. It's 4th of March, next one coming up. We've still got a couple of spaces left, so guys, send me a message. Yeah, Martina is coming.
I'm coming.
Good. And I created online yoga, which is designed from the videos that are specifically designed for you ladies, and also suitable for beginners. And I done that just because, Erika, I'm not sure which Erika it is, because a few Erikas already bought the program. Yeah, maybe you might have it. Yes, doing it every day. This is how I want to make it available for you wherever you live in the world. it is great. I mean, I set it up for 45 minutes to 1 hour, like breathing, meditation, and the physical practice exercises. But I always say to girls, you know, if you can do every day just sun salutations, you know, that thing when you go inhale, bend forward, you know, that alone, guys, you can do it in 5 minutes if you have a 5 minutes. Of course, if you do the full practice for 45 minutes, great. You know, the more it's like a good food. Yoga is like a good food. The more you feed yourself with, the more it's going to give you back. You are really going to feel it. But I would say I'd rather you do, you know, 15 minutes every day, or you know, one 45 minutes 3 times a week, but having a regular practice, then do, you know, one session once in a, you know, half year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That gives that. Yeah. That gives a sense.
Is that answer?
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, what's the second benefit of yoga?
Yeah. So, I just wanted to. I'm just looking whether it's good to mention something else. Yeah, I wanted to talk about, just mention about tightness of your hips, girls. So if the tightness in any area of the body's got an impact on different area of your body, okay? Everything in our body is connected. If we are misaligned in our hips without knowing about it, it is going to put a strain on our knee, is going to put a strain on our spine, you know, the neck. We might have headaches from it, you know, like it just has a knock-on effect on so many areas. So this is quite important to mention, that, for example, tight hips can strain the knee joint due to improper alignment of the thigh and shin bones. So, you know, just bearing that in mind, that it's got really, like, some aches and pains might be coming from you know, one of the things is that we are not moving enough as a society in a correct way. You know, we might be going for a jog, or, you know, pumping the weights in the gym, or aerobics, like all that is good. But if we are not moving in proper way, and yoga is such a good complementary to any kind of other exercise, even dancers, you know, come to me, football players come to me, because it really will extend and improve your performance, even as professional sports person.
That's interesting, because that reminds me, there is a deep hip stretching, and when I first done it, I was like, oh my god, it's like you use the bones and what do you call them, svali, muscles you never used before, and it just feels. And what I could say, for me, yoga, it's like a pleasant pain. You know, you can see or you can feel your body stretching, but in such a pleasant way that it feels nice. That's what I can, when I'm experiencing. It's painful, but in such a pleasant way.
It is adorable, and it's much more, but I don't know how much to share, because, you know, this is one of the things that the experience is crucial. It's like when people come to my Aroma Yoga, you will be able to say, Machi,
we'll go, we'll be doing.
So it's like candles everywhere. It's just such a safe, beautiful space. You feel like on a holiday, or in some different world. Literally, it's a different world. You arrive, there is a scent of, you know, beautiful smell, and lightning, and the moves make you feel a certain way. It's just such a beautiful experience of life, and you carry that on with you. This is the thing. You leave the yoga class and you walk outside and you enjoy sunshine more. You have that really good conversation with your friend. You know, much deep. It just goes deep.
Yeah.
Second benefit of yoga is it builds muscle strength. You already mentioned muscles. So yeah, especially in hatha yoga, where we hold the poses for extended period of times, or for longer, normally for 5 breaths, it really builds the stamina, strength, And I do believe that it also has a knock-on effect on our confidence, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Because when we feel inside, like in our core, core here, solar plexus, when we feel strong, holding poses. So you might be shaking, at the beginning, your body's shaking, everything is shaking, because it's actually not that easy. I've got professional sports people who've been doing like whatever, like I've got a world champion in Olympic weightlifter, Karim, my dear friend from Sydney, right? Big boy, but he comes to my yoga class, and he first time, and he went, Lucia, this is hard.
Was it hard for him as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's different kind of. It's not that kind of hard. It's a pleasant, like you said, pleasant kind of challenging.
Yeah, you're doing something new with your body.
You do something new with your body, and you do things that we didn't do maybe since we've been kids, like flipping yourself upside down. And so it's quite playful as well. It gives you different perspective on life.
Mirka just wrote in here, it was very nice experience with candles last month in Aroma Yoga workshop.
Yeah, and I will keep you warm, guys, because last month, like the heating went la-la. And I just had to, deal with it. But all has been dealt, guys. So on the top of it, you will be warm as well. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it anyway. I done my best to keep you as warm as possible. So yeah, muscle strength, really, really important. Those of you who also have problems with your knees, guys, okay? A lot of times people, because I ask about injuries at the beginning of my class, and a lot of times people say, knees and shoulders, and so I always adjust it. I give them a little guidance. And for example, long-term problems with the knees, there is a pose called warrior pose. Depends what's going on with your knee, but if it's struggles with the kind of side movement, warrior is really like centering, grounding pose, which will give you the strength in the muscles around the kneecap. That means that your knee is holding together much more stable, solid way that will give you more confidence, especially with reoccurring or painful injuries. So that's really important, that balance between softening and healing and strengthening, building that confidence, building that stamina in the area of our injured body. I've got, for me, it is a left hip, so I know what I'm talking about.
Interesting.
So definitely builds the muscle strength, and again, confidence, because if we are like strong, if we are feeling like, if we are physically strong, of course we are going to be so much stronger mentally. We are going to be so much stronger the way we project ourselves, our presence,
Yeah.
It's like, imagine going dating with a guy when you feel confident with your body, with your posture, with the way you present yourself. It's got so many, before you know it, your life is changing.
I just want to say, guys, if you do practicing yoga, please do #101. If you never ever done a yoga, then do #2, and we'll all see, how many of you experiencing this lovely yoga.
Yoga. That's what we are talking about.
So I'm gonna put one, but before that, Alenka is writing, ladies, I started meditating a couple of weeks ago, and I'm no guru, but I can already feel the difference. Does yoga go hand in hand with meditation? Are you actually meditating while you're doing the yoga? Sorry for the question, ladies. Exactly.
Don't be sorry, Alenka. It's actually perfect question. Guys, there is no such a thing as a wrong question here. So please keep on questioning. Alenka, that's a really, really great question. Yoga and meditation go together like this, like hand in hand, like this. And also is a very good question asking, do we meditate while we do yoga? What do you think, Martinka?
I don't know. Because I was thinking, because when you start yoga without any thoughts of meditation, I think your body naturally start meditate, because in yoga you're starting to do breathe, you know, you're breathing deeply. Somehow your body maybe knows what to do, and you start to meditate. Like Alenka starting to say she's experiencing meditation. That's why she's asking. It's a hand in hand. So I would say when you start yoga, the meditation comes with it. Now you said the other way around, didn't you?
No, I think what you're saying is actually perfect.
That's definitely experience. Yeah,
definitely. Do you know what I'm experiencing? Because I'm sensing a lot of energy from people, from places, and also when I teach. As a good teacher, you always hold your energy in your room. And especially when I'm teaching at Liverpool Street, there's a lot of people, a lot of corporate people who, you know, they just run very, very, you know, there's maybe one of the most stressful environments in the world, you know. People just run and then run, run to the class and then run from the class. But, you know, every time I'm teaching there, wherever I teach, but with them is particularly challenging, because of nature of their lifestyle, is that it is incredible how energy shifts in just 15 minutes.
So would you say if the people leading such a busy lifestyle, is it taking longer for them to actually get into that kind of calmness and meditation, or is it just a question of the practice?
I say it's a question of the practice. I personally believe the more challenging lives we have, the more active lifestyle we lead, the more down we feel, the more I wouldn't say need but yeah, like the more difference the yoga and meditation can do to you. But let's go back to Alenka. Alenka was asking, yes, Alenka, yoga, physical practice of yoga, because yoga is in Western world is a physical practice, or is understood as a physical practice. In India, yoga, when you say yoga, in India, it is a spiritual practice. It is literally just sit and meditate. That's yoga in India. But when we are talking about yoga as a movement, you know, moving, I would say yoga in Western world is a movement with meditation. So definitely yoga does, or good practice of yoga, not every yoga, but good practice of yoga has got that meditative quality, and you will feel it for sure, 100%. Meditation is beautiful, complementary to yoga. So for example, I depends, you know, how I have it, but I try to do both every day. The perfect thing is to do yoga, like on my videos, when you watch them, when you, those of you who are doing already program, and I see a lot of people who do, I hope you started, guys, because it's not just purchasing it, you actually have to get on the mat. So I would say the perfect way, and that's how I set it up, is start with breathing exercises that will bring you to the present moment, so you can really prepare for your practice powerfully. And then continue through the physical practice, so you open the space in a body, you get your body moving, you have a physical you know, benefits of it. And then once your spine is fluid and open and you feel great with your body, then you sit for meditation, because then the meditation has even greater impact, because you are much more connected both ways to the Mother Earth and to universe as well, as I say.
Marcy Mars writing, so she is doing yoga. She said 2013 and stopping 2014, and this year trying again. Go for it, Marcy.
Good. And it is something like coming back to yoga once you have that experience of yoga, like, and I always emphasize, you know, there's always levels, but not levels like whether you can put your, you know, foot behind your neck. Like, nobody cares about that. That is not going to make a difference in your life. No. Maybe some, but not really, you know. But what I'm always interested in, like, how yoga serves in your everyday life. You know, how it improves your relationships, how it makes you feel about yourself, how it helps you with situations when you're dealing with anxiety. You know, that's what matters. how good yogi, if you are a true yogi, I think, if you can apply and you're starting to experience the benefits of your yoga in everyday life, not just physical, but also emotionally and mentally. And yeah.
Yeah, and would you say, does it matter what time of the day you do yoga, or is it, because for me, I think it's the morning when I stretch, then I feel much more better. Maybe as you said, I calm myself down. I'm in that kind of moment, and then the day can start. But that's individual then, yeah?
Today I was on the mat 6:45. I was already teaching. I personally love starting day with yoga just because the quality of the rest of the day is completely different. You know, I get a lot more things done. I'm much more focused. I'm enjoying life. I'm in a good mood. I feel good about my body. Like, it's just nice. But it depends. Like, it really, people need to do it when they can do it and how it fits their lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a good habit to do it first thing in the morning, same as meditation, just because the rest of the day is good. But some people got troubles with sleeping, for example, and especially yoga nidra can be really great, or meditation before you sleep, because it calms down the nervous system.
Yeah.
So it helps you with sleep. So then it's really good to do yoga in the evening, or special types of yoga. But then if you are like lunchtime person, that's the only time you have for yourself, do it lunchtime.
Yeah.
It just put it, I think is to try it, is to find what works for you the best in terms of your teacher and the, not so much style of yoga, but the teacher you align with, or video, whatever works, class. And then find a way how it can work in your life. Put it into your schedule, and no kidding, do it regularly, and then please let me know. I mean, I want to hear your stories, because it's not good me talking about it. I want to hear from you guys, like what, how your life is changing. But it just takes that little bit of dedication. I say the more often you do, the better. But if you can find the time for it 3 times in a week, you're winning.
Cool.
You're already winning in life. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'm just going to ask again, guys. We're talking about yoga today with Lucia, and if you practicing yoga or you love yoga, please do #1. And if you never tried yoga, do #2.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
What is the next benefit?
Do you know what? I think I've got so many, and I can't go into the details. So I'm just going to run through them, at least half of them, and pause wherever.
We've got 3-4 minutes.
Because we've got like 3-4 minutes. I see, like, this is amazing. This is a good thing, because we always got so much to offer, but at the same time it's like, oh, I want to give you so much more. Anyway, it really helps with your posture, guys. So your posture improves as a natural impact of this. And when you carry, I already mentioned, when you carry yourselves differently, it improves your self-esteem, but also it improves your mood. I don't know if you notice the depressed people, or even like when I'm like feeling down, I'm like that.
Down, yeah, they put
a head down,
yeah,
crunched shoulders, back, and you can't breathe properly. It impacts your breathing, but also impacts your mood. Like subconsciously, it is not where the body generates the energy or anything good, So if yoga improves your posture, of course, it improves your attitude towards life and the mood you are in. Yoga prevents cartilage and joints breakdown. This is something that we probably appreciate much, much more when we are older. Okay, we are not there yet, but that's why we meet these old, amazing people who done yoga for several years, and they're like in unbreakable state. When we are old, when we fall, you probably know your grandparents or even parents, maybe some of us, when they fall. Like my dad got pain in his back. In Slovak we say seklo v krížoch. and he's 76, bless him, and I adore my dad, but because he didn't have the yoga practice in his life, and he was a footballer, he was a very active person, you know, really, really like great at sports as well, but he didn't have that kind of support, I suppose. Now it takes so much longer to heal. When old people break their legs, knees, you know, sometimes it can be, that's it, you know, they won't get out, and of course it has an impact.
And does he practicing yoga?
My dad doesn't practice because he's the most stubborn dad ever. But you know what?
It's funny that our families.
No chance. Yeah. No, but I don't say no chance. It's just I literally need to do it with him, and because I'm not in that country, but when I spend the time with him, he's got a Parkinson's disease, so I've got a sequence that I prepared for him, and I do yoga with him in a very different way because he's very limited. So I do yoga when I'm there, but he doesn't practice it when I'm not there.
Yeah.
What can I do? So yeah, definitely prevents cartilage and joint breakdown. It protects your spine. You know, in some of the poses in yoga, it nurtures that natural curve of your spine, and that way it really extends the lifespan of your spine, which is something that, again, you know, when we are old, probably we'll be able to appreciate fully. You know, that kind of thing. And of course prevents the pains and aches that already I'm 37 and I already feel different than when I was 20. I don't know how you have it.
Yeah, just wait when you reach. Yeah, I can feel it. But that's why I don't like that feeling. That's why I'm more active. You know, that's why I looked into yoga, because I have to do stretching exactly like my dad. You know, I'm feeling like it's I don't know if it's a veins or something inside my body. So I do have to do that exercise, and I just love exercise because I feel better. But yes, when we grow, you know, getting older, you do feel different.
Good. I've got another one. It betters your bone health. So I'm going to explain this a little bit. Weight bearing exercises strengthen bones and helps you to keep away from osteoporosis. Very big thing. Many postures in yoga require that you lift your own weight. You know, so you don't need weights. You're like holding your own weight, right?
There is a lady, I'm just going to butt in now. There is a lady on Instagram, no, I don't know. But she is doing such an amazing postures. It's like you're watching it like, oh my God, this is, you know, she's very strong. She studied somewhere in India or something. She's only one woman who can do this type of yoga. I don't know if you came across with her, but what she does with her body is like, wow.
Yeah, and I like it. I like it as an example of what is possible for human being, you know, to do this. But and on the other side, sometimes I'm resisting like posting these kind of things. If you notice, like I don't ever post these things because I don't want to give people that feeling like this is yoga, because it's not.
No, I know. I think it's Kino yoga.
You know, like aim of yoga.
Yeah.
Like
no, I have more spiritual way of yoga, to just sit. Stretch myself, feel that kind of calmness, you know. So at the moment, that's me. Who knows, maybe in 10 years time I'm gonna be doing the same as her.
Maybe, you never know. You totally can. Anything is possible. Guys, I've got so much I want to share with you, but I'm going to run through at least half. Shall we get to the half? Just naming them, okay? Yoga increases your blood flow. Lots to tell you about that, but I'll just pause there. Anyway, I need to pause there. Yoga drains your limbs and boosts your immune system. So if you're getting sick over and over again and getting, you know, burned out, that kind of thing, it really helps you to sustain the healthy lifestyle for, you know, without those big, you know, getting sick things.
Yeah.
Yoga drops your blood pressure. So if you have troubles, or anyone with a high blood pressure, yoga helps with that. Regulates your adrenal glands. yoga makes you happier. We've been already talking about that. That's like one of the main benefits of yoga. There is actually research at University of Wisconsin that has been found that a left prefrontal cortex showed highlighted activity in people who meditate. Mm-hmm. So this is connected with the greater levels of happiness and better immune function. Again, so the science is behind yoga a lot now. There is a lot of research being done and proven that this is true. Yoga supports your healthy lifestyle. We spoke about it. It levels your blood sugar levels. Interesting for you, Machi. It helps your focus. Mm-hmm. So this is something, just for a moment, I want to pause. Yoga is one of the, like, yoga saves your time. How? People say, how yoga saves my time? I have to give time to yoga. But actually, what if you do 15, this is the deal, yeah? Mm-hmm. If I tell you, Martina, you do 15 minutes of yoga, I will save 4 hours of your time. Would you do it?
If I'll do 15 minutes of yoga,
saves 4 hours of your time.
Yeah.
That's what it does. Okay?
You learn how to focus to do stuff.
You are so much more efficient after yoga class. You get things done you don't even know how. Okay? People ask me, like, how, Lucia, how are you doing all this stuff that you're doing? The truth is, you get into natural flow. You're so much more creative about how to go about things. You're not thinking linear. You got much more broader, and you are able to keep that one pointedness, we call it in yoga, which means it keeps your focus. So when you're multitasking, you are more in and out. So you're doing one thing, you do it properly, and then you move to next thing, and it's like effortless way of completing tasks. I really want this experience for you guys. It relaxes your system, so obviously it just makes you relax and feel your nervous system calms down. Improves your balance. Yoga does improve your balance, and when you feel much more stable, much more steady, much more connected with the Mother Earth, you feel like no matter what life throws at you, you are able, like a big trunk of the tree, big winds, nothing is going to throw it away. It might wave in a wind, no problem. Trees do that, but nothing is going to tip you over, no matter what happens in life. And this is one of the benefits of yoga that I love the most, that people get stronger, because let's face it, life is not easy often. And I just maybe mention a couple more just to complete. It maintains your nervous system. It releases the tension in your limbs. Very important thing. Sometimes, guys, when we are behind a computer, did you notice, or doing some repetitive tasks, we're clenching. Either our face is shrinking, or, our fingers are tense, or our shoulders get tense. Like when we are in stress, or when we are cold as well in England, we go like this, don't we? Yoga releases that tension. And do you know what? The truth is, when you don't know the difference between tension and relaxation, you don't even know you are tense. And if you don't know you are tense, you don't know what knock-on effect it has on your whole life, on your body, how you feel.
So a lot of people still around like that then? They don't experiencing, the relax and stuff. They kind of like all the time. No, because what you just said, that really stung with me, because I know the difference between relaxation and being stiff. So I'm asking, is there still loads of people who living in the world like really stiff?
Of course. Like I look at person and I can feel, I do head massages at the end of the class, and I can feel people, and some people I touch and I'm thinking, my God, I wouldn't like to be in your shoes, with the most love and compassion, because their energy, they are so stiff. Just when I touch their head, I don't even need to touch anything else. I'm thinking, my God, like it must be torturous to live your life.
That's honestly, you can feel it. You'll feel mine on 4th.
Huh?
You will feel my head on the 4th of March.
I think you'll be fine. And maybe I mentioned one more. It helps you sleep deeper. Okay, so having a nice restful sleep, my God, sometimes that alone is a total magic.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about sleeping. Yes, we need to have a certain amount of sleep, but it's really about quality of sleep and about waking up in the morning actually feeling that you're rested. How many times we wake up in the morning feel tired? And then you think, oh my God, I've got a whole day ahead of me. What now?
Yeah.
So really great. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We totally overrunning by like 10 minutes.
Thank you very much, guys.
We went about half. Guys, that was my alarm for my I've got a client in a little moment. Zuzka, ciao. I greet everyone who is here. Mirka, Monica. It was so great to be with you guys.
I'm going to read one more comment and then we're done.
Yes.
Denisa, I have never done yoga, but listening to you makes me to start doing it. I'm really determined now to go for it.
Great. We love you. Like, let us know how it went. And guys, remember, I will post in the comments as well for those of you who would like to try. It is fantastic for yoga beginners as well as the practitioners. I designed this program called Yoga for Online Yoga for Women. You can do it anytime. You can start anytime. Just please do it. Give yourself a gift of, and if not with me, go somewhere or at least start. You know, I'm just giving you easy route and one of the best experiences, or at least what people say. I don't even want to be humble about it, because you know, I want you to have that very, very special experience of yoga, which I know I can deliver to people, and I see their faces. I've seen that for 15 years, so I really want you to have that experience. And if you are in London, come and join us on 4th of March. Martina will be there as well. We can have a little group hug. And yeah, on the top of it, you will get a nice, aromatherapy head massage at the end. So we will all enjoy it. Guys, I need to go. I love you so much. Thank you so much for listening, watching, commenting. Have a great, great rest of the day. And we will speak to you next week again.
Yeah, definitely. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you, Machi. Ciao. Bye, bye, guys.
Ciao.